All right, guys, in my hand right here was last year's episode of the Best of 2019. I made it, but I didn't win last year. I'm the only one out of all those people listed last year, even the winner, to get nominated this year, and that's thanks to you guys. This is a special episode I'm dropping right now to help promote the Best of voting for the pitch. We have 1 week left. And I couldn't be here without you guys, and I really need your help try to win this thing. I need you to go to thepitchkc.com and go to the best of selection there, and just figure out how to vote on there. You'll figure it out. You guys are smart. And today we have Smitty the Kid. Smitty the Kid is nominated for Best Musician on the Best of for the pitch. So we decided to combine our forces. So hopefully a lot of his people see this and hear this, and they'll vote for me, Neanderthal Podcast. Hopefully a bunch of you guys will see and hear this, and you'll vote for him, Smitty the Kid. And if you don't want to do your research, just take my word for it, because you guys know me. You know I know good music. And at least I think you guys think I'm not going to project or assume. But I think I know what good music is, as probably most people do. Anyways, without continuing to sound like a moron, he's legit. He is legit. And he's been in Kansas City for about 5 years. He's got a different sound than your typical Kansas City rapper, but it's amazing. It's great. It's different. I like it. It's got the stamp of approval. So I hope you guys get out there and vote. Go check him out on Spotify. He's got a bunch of good stuff on there. And dude's talented. And I had a really good conversation with him. This was a lot of fun. And I will be sure to stay in contact with him and to get him back on. We have more to talk about for sure. But again, it's just a special episode that we're dropping to kind of collaborate in our last push for the best of. The best of. This is 2019's edition right here. That's in my hand. For those of you listening, go to YouTube and check it out. 2020, we got 1 week. September 30th is the last day you can vote. So don't procrastinate too bad. I mean, I can't be too big of a hypocrite. I procrastinate worse than any of you guys out there. I promise you that. But, yeah, enjoy this episode, you guys. And let me know what you think about 2 episodes a week, and if that'd be something you guys would be interested in me doing more often. If I can find the guests. It's hard to pull a ton of guests. Anyways, here it is. Episode, I don't know what number this is. Maybe 115, I think. Smitty the Kid. Smitty, the Kid. Figure it out.
Welcome to the Inno Talk Podcast. We'll no topic is off limits. Now here's your host, my daddy, and Roy the Soul. Thank you for coming to the Inno Talk Podcast. Boom, swat, boom.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Welcome. We'll start this off in 3, 2, 1.
Yes,
Buffalo
sir.
Trace. There
Thank
we
you.
go.
Ground it.
All right, what's that?
Some shit I picked up in Italy. Homeboy used to take shots and he would always just ground it. Then he'd take it.
This is a little spicy.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all though.
It's not bad for the price.
It's actually really smooth for it to be so spicy because it's just spicy at the beginning.
Yeah.
But the way down is nice.
No, I really do like Buffalo Trace at this price range.
Yeah.
This is like a go-to.
That was a solid gift.
Yeah, so shout out to 3D HQ for the Buffalo Trace. Appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah.
Go get your buffalo.
Go get your buffalo.
Go get your business cards there.
Yeah.
We got Smitty the Kid here.
Hey, what up though?
You are nominated in the Pitch Awards for Best Musician.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Kind of crazy, all right? Because aren't you nominated for Best Podcast?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, I am.
What do you know?
Hey, we should come together and do something about that.
Oh, I mean,
I'll tell your people if you tell mine.
Hey, okay. I'm pretty sure they called.
Yes.
I'm here now.
Here you
What's
are.
up?
All right. What up, man?
Not a whole lot, bro. Just living the dream. Enjoying this delicious ass whiskey.
Hell yeah.
Bourbon.
Before we just started this, we were talking about Chuck Palahniuk and Fight Club 2.
One of the best movies, books ever.
Right.
Original Fight Club.
Do you know his story? Chuck Palahniuk, the author. He got rich, super rich. He's written a bunch of books, but of course got rich on Fight Club.
Right.
And a bunch of all of his other books made him a lot of money. And his manager, business manager, whatever, the person that's in charge of all of his money.
Don't tell me they robbed him.
Robbed him and a bunch of other people.
Damn it.
And there's no getting it back. Like, he's literally...
So he's fucked.
He's fucked. There's no... he's fucked. Like, he's starting back from the beginning now.
That is terrible. Especially for him to have made Fight Club.
Yeah. To be that... Could you imagine being just on top of...
Ungodly
tons of money.
bro.
You never have to worry about money again.
Oh, man. He's probably like bathing in $20 bills on some Scrooge McDuck shit. And then
right? It was probably pretty comfortable.
Pretty nothing.
But just think about how...
Damn, dude.
How... He's had so much prolific work and so many great pieces of art with his books, in my opinion, and you don't get to have that money now, but now you have to start over, and now you have to come up with new, fresh ideas. I wonder how, like, does that, like, motivate you even more, or is it? Or can
I feel like it has to, dude, because, like, think about all the shit he just went through.
But is it going to be as good, though? Is it
I
like,
mean,
this is for the money?
It's got to be better, because you got to think about it. That's so much more life material to draw from, too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got to think, for him to write Fight Club, he's probably got to be a little unhinged like the rest of us. So I'm going to just assume that he already has seen plenty to get that out. Now you got getting robbed repeatedly.
Just once, one
and
big
homeless,
rob.
like, and being like damn near homeless and having to start from scratch. Like, that's plenty of fuck the world mentality to have for his line of work. Like, I think he'll be okay.
What do you do? And I think he's been making a comeback. I think Fight Club 2 was one of his ones
like
post-robbery.
I had no idea that Fight Club 2 was even a thing.
Right.
And the first words out of my mouth were, "Oh, dude, can I please see that?" Like,
yeah.
On Amazon already. Like, I need to know.
Boom, he picked
like,
it up immediately.
That's my shit, bro.
Yeah. Graphic novel.
Yeah.
That was actually my first graphic novel.
Really?
Are you into those at all?
Yeah, I mess with graphic novels from time to time. Like,
that was my first one. It takes some getting used to read.
Yeah, you got to really be able to follow it.
Yeah, I would like the story. The story in it is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of distracting. I think it's a thing you have to...
It makes it harder. It makes it harder for you to follow the story if you're used to just reading regular books.
Yeah.
Like, because you're just looking for words. Like, where are my words? And then, I'll go back and look at the pictures. Like,
yeah.
The picture and the words combined are what you need to focus
on. Or I'll try... I tried to do that too, but then it's a skill.
Yeah, no, it takes some, like, I got people that read manga, and that I'm impressed by that. Like, I try to read manga, but it don't work out. Like,
I don't even think I've looked at a manga book.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like, I'll read a graphic novel in a heartbeat. Like, I read the, how was it? Metal Knights DC comics, where they basically made all the evil versions of Batman. And I had to read that. Because that was crazy. Yeah, the first one they did was like the Batman.
These are comics?
Yeah. Like graphic novel comics.
Oh, graphic novel comics. Okay. You dabble in the graphic novel scene.
Occasionally.
Are those good? Are the Batman ones?
I'm
a big Batman fan.
Those are really good just because how they did it was they made the first one the Batman Who Laughs. And it's Batman when he finally gets infected by the Joker. And the Joker's last words were, "This was all I ever wanted. I wanted to prove that we are the two sides to the same coin. If we ever were to join forces, we would be the most unstoppable thing on the face of the planet."
Whoa.
And that's what ends up happening. He goes completely unhinged, slaughters the entire Justice League, invites everybody from
Arkham,
Red Hood on down. All y'all come here. We're all going to train. And they're like, "Oh, what's wrong?" He's like, "Well, I got infected by the Joker."
Is this the same universe?
This was basically how they created it is you have the multiverse.
Okay.
Now, all that negative energy that is created by the multiverse has to go somewhere. It creates a dark multiverse.
Okay.
So in the dark multiverse is where all the dark versions of shit happens. So that's how they portrayed it. Like the dark multiverse Batman, like the main Batman is the one who becomes the Batman Who Laughs. and him and the Joker teaming up makes him the most unstoppable villain of all time, because he's just as smart as Batman, which everybody knew Batman had contingency plans on top of contingency plans.
Okay.
And this is me saying that with the Flash being my favorite superhero.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Batman's mine.
Ridiculousness.
Why?
He has no superpowers.
That's why I like him, because he's believable.
That is okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Like,
But
I'm not a big comic guy. I don't really get into the Marvel movies and stuff because I can't get into the superpower.
yeah,
Hulk.
it's a
Like,
little
it's
unbelievable for you.
Yeah, it's too unbelievable. I cannot get my
So,
disbelief.
like, does the idea that if the IRS was to audit Batman, strip him away of his superpowers, bother you? Because if they do that, he's fucked. They take all his money away.
Yeah, I mean,
He's also the only superhero that can't break out of jail. He'd just have to sit there and wait.
well, that's what he did in that one. He got put in that gulag,
Yeah.
that hole, and he got himself out.
I mean,
Well, there's a will, there's a
that's
way.
different. If he
That's
was
Batman.
if he was in America, he'd sit there and wait.
Oh,
he'd sit there and wait for his appeal like everybody else.
He'd El Chapo his
He
way out of
He
there.
couldn't afford to break out.
Oh, he's got friends.
He does have friends.
He's
They
got
let him. They
friends.
let him out before he decided to break out.
Yeah, this is, and it's kind of a corrupt. Gotham City's pretty corrupt.
Super corrupt.
So
Like-
he's gonna get out, or what would probably happen? The Joker would probably break him out.
The Joker would
Joker would break
out.
him out, and he, for whatever reason,
Just out of sheer boredom. Probably
yeah.
like 30 minutes later, like,
or might even let him
I'm
suffer
bored.
there for a few years, and maybe feed him propaganda for a few years. Maybe put
oh God, Joker would just take
I'm
over
just-
the city.
Yeah, but
Joker
no,
would
but
become the
Batman's-
mayor and just wait.
Yeah,
And be like, yeah, I'm here. I'm the mayor. While you're in jail.
yeah. But the point is, Batman would be in there, but he'd get out, and he'd still be Batman.
That is true.
Yeah, that's why he's my favorite. He's the most believable. And the other one I would say too would be Punisher.
Also a very believable, relatable character.
Yeah.
With no superpowers.
I mean, the other ones are fun.
Yeah, no, I see. I
Spider-Man's
see the
fun.
theme though, and that makes a lot of sense. Like that's super relatable though.
Yeah.
Like even Captain America is relatable because of that. Other than the quick genetics they did on him, what else does he have? Like he can't fly. He
Yeah.
can still get hurt like a normal person. Like takes a little bit more, but that's about it.
Okay.
So I see your point. Nah,
Okay.
I see why they're relatable as hell. I dig it.
I'm very interested in this dark Batman though. So is there a hero then? Like, is there a hero in that story that the bad Batman's
the
battling
hero-
now? Is it
the
Harvey
heroes-
Dent or something?
No,
Or-
the heroes basically end up becoming the actual Batman. Like actual Batman, actual Justice League. Because basically what they find out is after Batman starts just decimating people on different planets, one of the Batmans looks at the Flash, go back and save my mom and dad. Flash says, I can't do it. He said, that's BS because you've done it before. He's like, yeah, and I learned my lesson. I'm not doing it again. He turned the Batmobile into a cosmic treadmill.
Okay, you lost me.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm following you.
Yeah.
But you lost me with. All right, I'm not interested now when you mention he's going to other planets.
Oh, no. It was just the multiverse itself.
Oh, okay.
So it was just
okay.
other Earths.
Okay.
Where everything was
Okay,
happening.
I'll hang with that. I
Oh,
like
yeah, no, it
multiverse.
was other Earths. It wasn't
Okay.
it wasn't like he was on Mars doing
Okay,
this.
I thought
This
you
is
was like, all right, now he's traveling to wherever Krypton,
This was the
Krypton or wherever.
multiverse situation where on each
Okay.
Earth something else was
Okay,
happening.
okay.
So
I'm
on,
fine with that.
So on Prime Earth you had the Batman who laughs.
Okay.
On another Earth you have the Red Death, which is Batman when he steals the Flash's powers. And he just starts killing people. Just for the fuck of it.
Now,
Like-
with all of these multiverses and these
Mhm.
different graphic novels, and then you have comic books, you have like all these different authors, right? And they're all kind of doing their own spin-off thing.
No, a lot of
is that
them tend to work together.
Okay.
So that way it becomes a full story versus just, hey, you come up with an idea, you come up with an idea. They all manage to tie themselves together. So while you may have had a different author on this one, that author is still working under the assumption that his evil version of Batman is going to tie into these other ones
Okay.
and how they will affect
That's
each
got to
other.
be fun.
Yeah, no, it was a great read, man. Like,
So is there, pardon my ignorance, but I am fascinated by it. Is there a sanctioning body that allows certain authors to have the rights to write these stories about these licensed
I'm
characters?
assuming it would be the company they work for, more than likely. because I would assume they would all be on the same staff. So if they're all working for DC as writers,
And they have to follow that.
then
I'm
they would
sure
have to
there's some
follow
kinda-
the options they were allowed
I guess
to
that
give.
makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I knew you were going to be kind of, nerdy
A little bit.
because of your. I like I said, I listened to a bunch of your stuff today. I like you. I voted for you
Oh,
before
thank
you even got here.
Thank
I was
you.
like, oh, bro. I was looking at some of the other artists that were nominated. I was like, because I wanted to make sure who I voted for. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, good. I did vote for you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
But no, I
Every
listened
vote
to
counts.
a bunch of your stuff today, and a lot of that does have like a happy. It's really good. I really like it.
Thank you.
I do. I'm not. I would tell you if I didn't. Trust me.
Hey, I would hope you would.
I put it up there with like legit. Kansas City's got probably 1,600 rappers.
Mm-hmm.
You're like a legit one.
I'll take it.
It just sounds great. You've got not clean lyrics, but like you can hear them cleanly.
Yeah.
Like,
Like the quality.
they're crisp.
The
Yeah, the
quality
quality's
there.
great.
Yeah.
and,
Shout out to my
and
boy Danny.
You've
for
got
that
some
one.
good. I'm 40. I grew up, the hip hop era of like the greats.
Yeah, like Biggie and everything like that.
Yeah, and your stuff. Some of it you have one. Let me get my phone because I took a screenshot of this one.
Oh, shit.
It was a throwback of like, I don't know, like Wu-Tang style type thing.
Okay.
It was ADD and Nicotine. It was Smitty the Kid, Chris Rivers, and Kid Blaze.
Oh yeah.
Stay Alive?
Stay Alive. Yeah.
Stay Alive.
Yeah, that was.
That was one of my favorite ones I've heard. Yeah, you have some good ones.
That one was a while ago, but that was fun as hell.
That
was a rough time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun song. That's a good. I was like, oh shit! Like I was listening. I heard about 5 or 6 of your songs,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden that song came on. I was like, oh shit! I really got into that. I was like, oh shit! Am I done with his songs? Did I go to on a whole nother song, like a whole nother
Still
artist?
me.
Because Spotify does that, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, who is this? I was like, oh shit! It's still him. Yeah, I love
man.
this one. And because I hadn't heard anything from that album yet.
Oh man.
And
yeah.
then so I went and I was like, yeah, that's a good one. And then you have a lot of like, how old are you?
29.
Okay.
Like just turned 29.
Okay, because you have a lot of references that are references that my age group would get a lot more than I think.
Yeah, I try to
Younger,
mix it together.
younger. Like you have one like.
I try to mix it together. Half of the
I
shit
wish I
is
knew
just-
Clarissa so she could explain it all.
Hey, yeah, that was shoot. I wrote that one a while ago. That was a good one. I love that song.
Yeah,
That's almost right there, bro. That's bringing up some shit. But yeah, man, like,
I was like, how does he? I was like, he's not. He didn't watch Clarissa Explains It All. I watched Clarissa
yeah,
Explains It All.
nah.
Like, how does he
I
know
remember
about
it,
this
bro.
shit?
Like,
Yeah,
I
you remember
a
like
little
the
bit,
reruns or something.
Yeah, I
but-
watched hella reruns of shit, man. Like,
Because I watched that shit when I was in like.
bro, like I was a military kid, man. So
Oh.
we didn't have like cable the way everybody else had cable and shit. Like, so everything I saw was off of reruns or whatever they were gonna put on, like the military network.
What branch?
Air Force. My mom was.
How long? Yeah, I'm a military brat.
Oh no shit.
Air Force.
Oh wait, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, kindred spirits.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Like my mom, my dad, my biological dad, all of them were Air Force.
Oh, cool.
And then I did 4 years in the Navy. My aunt did 20 years in the Navy. My bad. And then my uncle did like 8.
Where were some of the places you lived growing up? Being a
Shoot.
brat.
Born in Georgia. Lived there until I was about 5. We moved to Turkey for about 2 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Angelique Air Force Base.
You probably don't remember much.
I remember a decent amount. Like I remember picking cotton as a kid and not realizing that it was awkward because like I'm black and we're picking cotton. But then we were in Turkey, so like
It's all right.
Not racist. I
Not
don't
racist
know.
at all.
Like I'm not sure. Like
they probably didn't have.
I
don't know. I wouldn't. Who
I'm
knows?
not sure.
I know
Like,
they got good food there.
I remember being a kid, like out in Turkey, and seeing somebody smoke a cigarette for the first time, and then they like offer it to me, and me run home because like I was a punk at 7. Like, oh no, they offered me nicotine. What do I do? Like, now I'm an avid smoker.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, at least you didn't start when you were 7.
yeah, nah, I started at like the tender age of 16.
You'd
so,
look about my age.
I started at 16, and I'm surprised it's still working out.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so we lived in Turkey, then we moved to Japan for about 6 years.
Damn, you got all the good spots.
Yeah, it worked out. It was kind of fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, so we lived in Japan, which was ill. Like, we lived in Okinawa. So that was cool as hell. Then we moved to Virginia, and that's where basically I consider to be home.
Okay.
Because that's where I grew up, basically. So Virginia.
Fredericksburg or something?
Nah, Langley. So 757, Hampton area, Virginia Beach area. So we were surrounded by all the crazy water that made Pharrell and everybody else from up there. And it just took hold. Then I decided to basically never leave. Like, I moved to Maryland for a couple years. As soon as I graduated high school, I moved right back to Virginia.
Okay.
So
That's sweet. So when did you start? How did you get into rapping?
So
I hate to ask that
it's
easy cliche question.
Nah,
but
it's weird because I never
being a military kid. It's much more different than
a lot of local. I never planned on rapping or anything like that. Like, I was a huge music fan. Like, could remember lyrics like it was nothing, but never really thought about it. And while I'm sitting in Florida one day, and I have a friend of mine that was like, "Yo, I write music." Da 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 da. Started kicking it. Some song would come on. He's like, "Yo, how do you know all the words to this song? You didn't miss shit." And I'm like, "I don't know."
Because I like the song.
I was like, my brain is just like stuck like that. Like, I like the song.
Knock yourself out. Help yourself
yes,
out. Drink as much as you want, man.
But so he was like, "Dude, you should try writing your own music." And I was like, "What the fuck? No." But after a couple weeks, he got me to do it. I said, "Fuck it, why not?" It was the worst thing I've ever written in my life to this day.
Of course.
I hate
just starting out.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I was
when you
disgusted.
first start something, it's always going to be the worst.
It was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen. Where I was like, "Nope, can't.
Yeah.
This should never be anybody's song." And then after a while, he started taking it as his dream, where he's like, "I want to make music," so he starts making it, and I just have.
How old were you when you?
Shit, about 22.
Oh,
no, this was about. Yeah, I was about 22, 23 when I started actually writing music.
But when you started like flowing and
that was when I started actually writing when I was like 22, 23.
That's a late start.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I had no intentions of doing it, man. Like, he would come to visit. He had friends that made music, so we'd always be going by the studio. He'd play me his song. "Smitty, what you think? Smitty, what you think? Smitty, what you think?" Okay, that sounds good. "Smitty, come on, man. Come on. You should do something. We're sitting in a studio. Make some fucking music."
Oh, yeah. Take advantage.
Fuck it. Why not? And I started, and then I was like, I don't know. And then I met my manager, Luke, by pure fucking luck.
Okay.
And
shout out to Luke.
Couldn't stop.
He got us hooked up.
Yeah, he got us here. Got us here to talk.
So when you were younger, listening to music, were you rapping along to it? Were you always rapping along to songs you would hear?
I was always rapping along, singing along. It didn't matter.
Would you do that in front of people?
Oh, not necessarily in front of people, but if I'm in the car with my parents or something like that, like.
But not like friends or.
Nah, like we would. It would
on
always
the bus
be like.
Or nothing?
It would always be like we were all doing it at the same time, like. So that kind of happened. Like, I think the first time I ever remember trying to actually rap, other than reciting someone else's shit, was in high school, and I was real fucked up. Don't do alcohol and or drugs in high school, kids. It's bad for you.
I agree with that. Don't do it in high school.
That being said, I did it in high school and tried to rap. Did not go well. It was terrible. Basically walked outside. That was like right around the time I started smoking cigarettes anyway. Yeah, and never again. And after that was never do it again. But I'd be sitting in the car with my friends. Lil Wayne come on. Everybody in the car knows all the words. Like, we're just going. Like, it never felt unnatural to me.
That's funny. But nobody ever said, like, when you were rapping along, no one ever said, "Oh my, damn, dude, you sound good.
Nah.
You should do something." No.
Nah, bro. It was never.
It just kind of happened at 22, and so you get in the booth and kind of
like I was real shy about shit like that when I was a kid. Like, I never really wanted to sing in front of people or anything. Like, I would pick up instruments. Like, I'd pick up the guitar, pick up the piano, and then just I got to do it in front of people. I'm good. Like, I never had that desire to be the front man, and then somehow me writing music pushed me to be the front man.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, right?
That is. It's weird how things
kind
of work out like that. But
so got your plans, right? Basically, I looked at it.
That's an interesting story. Such a late start. So when you first start, was it fun when you first did your first song and listened to it? Did it sound good? And it's like, were you having fun? Were you like, holy
Dude,
shit, I can't believe how fun this is? Like,
I was the drunkest person in the house that night.
oh no! So of course it was fun.
Like oh yeah, it was a ball. Like we went through like a handle of Jack. Me, my homeboy Walmsley, and this dude Scotty went nuts. I made this fucking song. Sounded great to me until I woke up the next morning. Then it was like, oh, okay, well it's me. Is that just how I sound? Like I sounded like a drunk ass Barack Obama. Is that how I sound when I fucking talk and when I rap? Like, oh my God, no, absolutely not. So I was like done with it. And then it just kept happening where it kept getting pushed. Like, dude, come on. Mm-hmm. Like I see something in you because you wrote such and such. Like there was a bar here. Like I started having people like magically appear around me going like, you should meet this person. Like you should meet that person. Like without me actually going out of my way. Like
just
hey.
like hanging out in the studio.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging out in the studio? Just for the?
I like the music, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the crazy part. Like a lot of it stemmed from the fact that I just liked the atmosphere of it all.
Of a studio?
Of just sitting in the studio. I like the atmosphere of creating.
Weird. I guess I've done that once, but it was kind of it wasn't a real studio. That does sound fun.
Yeah, I mean, like even like we were doing this shit in my homeboy's living room at one point, but the atmosphere is what did it.
Right.
Like that's always how I treat it. Like if I can vibe well in a room, you can make anything happen.
Right.
So that's how I started looking at it. Because again, wasn't planned. It was just more so, oh, damn, that shit sounds dope. Well, fuck, what you gonna do? I don't know.
And now
do something.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. And now like it's, hey, sent you this. Bet, say less. I already know what we got. Cool. And then it's right back to it. Like it started becoming second nature to me.
Wow.
Weird shit.
That is weird. Do you have a single producer you primarily work with, or will you work with?
I got like 3 that I tend to work with. One is my boy Miguel, aka Torio Beats. He's out in Virginia Beach. Other one is my engineer / the wizard, aka Danny X, out here in Kansas City. And then my homeboy Harley Mack that lives out in LA. Work with him a decent amount as well, and worked with a couple of people out here in KC.
How long you been in Kansas City?
Shit. And December 2015.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that makes. I like I said, I really like your stuff. And the first thing I thought was like, this does not sound like Kansas City. Not that that's a good or bad thing. It's just like this isn't. Kansas City has a style.
You guys have a lot of different styles out here, so
yeah,
it's interesting to me.
Yeah, but yours sounds a lot. I don't know. I don't hear that style too often.
Okay. I hope that's a good thing.
No, it's a really good thing. It's a really good thing. We have a lot of choppers out here.
Yeah. You guys do have hella choppers out here.
We got a lot of choppers out here, and
yeah.
One of my favorite local rappers is a chopper, and I love Alan Wayne the Prodigy.
I actually haven't heard of him.
Yeah, there's probably 16.
I need to hear that.
I got a couple of his albums right there.
Oh,
I'm
gonna peep those.
Yeah, yeah, and I like the sound. It's original, and like I said, I really like the lyrics. You got a lot of Mario references in there.
Yeah, kind of a video game nerd.
Yeah, I love it. It's
games,
fun.
Cartoons and shit like that.
The beats are I would definitely put the stamp of approval, and people should definitely vote for you.
Hey man, cheers to that, mate.
Oh, yeah,
definitely appreciate that. Ground that, my.
All right, ground it. Cheers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's like a real good thing to hear.
Why are you in Kansas City?
So, another weird story. Finally started rapping. Me and Luke get together. He starts booking me shows and whatnot. So, Virginia, we have a thing where strange music artists come through. They're usually high draw type situations, stuff like that. I hadn't been doing shows for very long, but it kept throwing me artists from like KC or like strange related artists. okay, cool. Go do the show, keep it moving.
Who are some of the
Like
people?
we opened up. Like I ended up opening up for King Gordy at one point. Opened up for Cess Crew when they came through.
Nice.
When they brought Joey Cool. It's actually how I met Joey Cool. Then who else did we get? They called me 24 hours before Mayday showed up, asking me to open up for that.
Nice.
That was weird, but dope. Like Futuristic came from, is he from Nevada or Arizona? Futuristic is a dope ass rapper though. But they brought him out. It was just a bunch of things that were like related to like indie artists that were just popping up left and right. So my manager is like, yo, every time you do a show with like the Strange Guys, the crowd fucking loves it.
Nice.
He's like, and I don't know why. And this is before I even started like really getting into the idea of how I wanted my performances to go. He's like, they just dig it because I was writing shit that sounded real to me. Like I'm doing demon screeches on songs just because the song is dark and we're talking about zombies. So I felt like that effect needed to be added. Like just trying to think outside the box. So somehow it was working.
Keep it strange.
Yeah. So he was like, fuck it, let's go. And I was like, all right, man. His family's from Moberly. So he's like, oh, we should move to KC. We should move to KC. And he tricked me. He moved to KC before me. Knew I wasn't going to find another manager and knew I wanted to keep working with him specifically. So I moved.
Damn.
So it's now either he's a genius or he's a sadist. I haven't figured it out yet.
You followed your manager to
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
And it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's been working out.
It's been working the fuck out.
You got nominated in the pitch
Yeah.
somehow.
That's what I'm saying. I have a song that's getting played on ESPN.
Yeah.
Right now.
Where on ESPN? Like on what?
They
Like
were playing it on all over.
But like for what?
For like actually like a
Like a commercial
bumper,
or
like bumper music basically. So
dope.
like you like hey,
You
we're
got
going to
that shit
commercial.
saved? You got it on YouTube, like a
They
clip of
have
it saved?
It's all over Facebook at one point too. Like
Oh,
but
wow.
they've been playing it pretty consistently.
How do you get that to happen? Luke?
Timing and luck, bro. No, that had nothing to do with Luke. That's the crazy part. It was timing, luck, and trying like hell to just keep pushing. Like I kept like, I'm a firm believer of the idea of I don't need anybody to open the door or to like put me in any room. If you leave that door open or you leave a fucking window open, I'm gonna find a way to get my happy ass in there. So if you leave the door open, don't bring me a plate. I'll go get it myself. Just tell me where I need to be at.
Fuck, dude.
So I don't turn down opportunities to a degree. If I don't think the opportunity is worth it, I'll sit there and I'll look at Luke and tell him I can't, bro. Like,
Hey, thanks for
as a grown ass man, I cannot let myself do it solely because of the fact that it just don't sit right. Like that energy is important to me.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. He was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Not a goddamn thing." Want to do another podcast? You know, nothing else I like to do but sit around, talk, and drink. But so that shit just happened. Opportunities popping up, and me going.
But how does that opportunity? Like how?
So
Like how did you know you could do bumper music for ESPN?
So I had found through a distributor we were using, a distributor we're currently using, that I could get certain exclusive, like they had certain ties to certain people. Okay. So they were looking for music to be pitched to them. It's not something uncommon to me because we've had music that got pitched for TV shows, etc. Like
you pitch it out.
There's different sites, like there's Song Trader. Like if you go on Song Trader and you're a creator, if you make your account with them, they'll pitch your music to TV shows, etc., that are looking for music of what you got. They're looking for quality shit, but they'll do it, you know? So there's a Craig Smith from Kansas City who moved to LA, and that's what he was doing. He was doing a lot of licensing music. Songs that would just pop up in shows that you would never think of. Like he's got a song on the new Tony Hawk. On there.
That is
you don't even
huge.
like, and it's something where you wouldn't even think about it.
That's huge.
If you don't know this guy, like that's what he does though. But to him, like to a normal person, he would never come off as, oh, that guy's an artist. Yeah. That guy's a musician. But he's making songs that pop up in Shameless. Like as you're watching, like I had to call him one day because he didn't know. He had told me one episode. I watched it. Was like, there's my guy. 2 episodes later, I'm sitting there still on my binge. Hey, yo, that voice sounds fucking familiar. Hey, Craig. So you got 2 episodes of Shameless? I got what?
Oh, whoa.
Hey, yo, let me call you right back. He said, yeah, you were the first one to catch that, but yeah, I got it covered. All right, bet. Like, there's so many different other avenues.
Was he impressed though, or was he like grateful? Like,
oh
hey,
yeah,
thanks,
no, he
dude.
was like, yo, good look. Like, that's dope that you recognized
right?
it was me, but also thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Because that was the one he didn't get a heads up about. But anytime he posts something up or he's doing something like that, it's like, yo, I love seeing the people I care about eat, because that means that we can all eat together.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's one of those weird things. Like, you end up with a crab in a bucket scenario where somebody's like, oh, you're doing better than me. Let me pull you down.
Let me pull you down. Yeah.
I prefer to live under the opposite where, oh, you're eating? Good for you. That means I'm about to get my plate next.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep going.
That's awesome, dude. I love that. Yeah, my listeners will get sick. I've said this so many times, but my philosophy on here is the tide raises all ships.
Yeah.
I want everybody to like.
That's a great analogy to say to a sailor. Let's go.
Yeah, I want everybody to do good. Like, I love seeing people good. Like, I was telling you about the guy that would appreciate your Prince shirt.
Oh yeah.
He's a local comic.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up, fucking hilarious. I love him. His name's Brandon Patrick.
Brandon
Patrick.
Patrick.
He just moved to Denver. This is him right here. I got that's his.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've seen him before. He's fucking hilarious.
Right?
Yeah, no, me and my wife fucking saw him at the Improv up north.
Oh yeah.
And he was funny as hell.
Hell yeah.
I think he was talking about like, yeah, that time you could do cocaine. He's like, you realize that they don't pat you down in the drunk tank, right? Oh, so guess what you are if you have a bunch of cocaine in your pocket? The king of jail. That's what the fuck you are. Like, that dude was hilarious, bro. Like, oh wow. So he's up in Colorado now.
He just moved to Denver.
Wow, man. I hope he does well up there, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
This was one of the things. Like, I love seeing. I love seeing that.
I didn't know he was a Prince fan either. We really could have kicked it. Yeah,
he'll come back from time to time.
Brandon Patrick, yo, if you hear me, holla at me. You can kick it one of these days, bro. You're hilarious, man.
Nice. Get him on Instagram.
Hell yeah, I'm about to.
Do it. No, that's small world, right?
Yeah, right? Craziness.
He did not get nominated for Best Local Comic, but
I would have supported that.
I would not have, because he moved to Denver.
That's true. He did move to Denver.
And I think
I feel the pain in your words.
I think the gods knew.
They
knew.
They were like, nah.
We can't let you be nominated.
You're moving.
You're moving.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
So I've had one of the comics, Aaron Scarborough.
Okay.
He's been on a few times.
Yeah.
He's dominated. And then there's a female comic. Her name is Janelle Banks. I have her coming on the podcast soon.
Okay.
And she's
I'm
nominated
check that episode out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Let me see it. She better be funny.
She better be.
I hope so.
She's nominated.
She's
Brandon loves her.
Oh, okay. Brandon likes
it.
I might have to rock with it.
She's supposed to be hilarious. I'm
believe
looking forward to it.
Because Brandon's pretty
Don't
damn
be shy,
funny.
man. Like, don't wait for
dude,
me.
I'm chilling, man.
Okay, good. I'm not trying to force it. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, you're good, man. Trust me.
It's there for you, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. This is, again, some delicious-ass whiskey.
Yeah, that's good. Do you work with a lot of strange guys?
Nah, not as much as you would think. Like, that's the funny part.
Yeah, why not? Is that by design?
No, it's not by design.
Because they don't want to.
Like
you
that.
don't want
we
politics.
Nah, bro. We never seem to run into the same crowds. Like, we intersect, but never musically. It's always like randomly we'll run into each other at a bar or something. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Keep moving, but it's just nothing but love there.
Sure.
So it's not like any animosity, like, oh, how can we never work with strange artists or anything like that? I'm usually, when I'm working, like, I have a certain group of people that's around me.
Who have you worked with in Kansas City? Like, artist wise, like.
Artist wise, I've worked with Danny X, who's from Kansas City.
That's your producer?
That's my producer, engineer. He also sings. He does a lot of songwriting and stuff like that as well. I've worked with The Epitome, who is a nerdcore rapper out of Kansas City. Dude's
really?
fucking dope, bro.
Let me write that down.
Yeah,
Nerdcore.
bro. Yeah, if you don't know, like, I'll put you on to some shits.
Put me on to some shit.
So my boy Epitome.
How do you spell it? EPITOME.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if he had like a...
Nah, he spelled it right. The Epitome.
The epitome. Okay.
Yeah.
The THE.
Yep.
Straight up, no
So,
the epitome.
Nah,
spelled all
he's the
fucked
epitome,
up. You never
bro.
know.
He's the epitome of some nerdcore shit.
Okay.
That's my nigga right there. Him. There's my boy Mellow Miles, who is a phenomenal rapper. MELLO. No W. Mellow Miles, but he's a beast. He's also my videographer.
Nice.
But he also makes some amazing music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been working out of Westport. We used to work out of Westport together, and everybody split up, but the people who were making the fire stayed. Like Mello, my boy Aurier, Epitome, his whole squad, they all stayed working.
I want to check out the Nerdcore.
Oh yeah, bro. Another nerdcore rapper to check out, and especially if you're interested in it. Yeah. If you ever like anime, like Parasite the Maximum, look up Kadesh Flow. KADESH Flow. Yep. Look him up. That dude plays trumpet and raps, and will do both at the same time in the show, back to back.
Who's the other? There's another dude that's on Kansas City that does some cool shit like that. Neems? I think his name is Neems, and he does like drums and shit like that.
Oh, see, I haven't seen Neems. I've seen Duncan Burnett do it, but I haven't seen Neems do it.
And I think he did something with what's the Black Award show in Kansas City? People's Awards. I think he got nominated or did something with that either this year or last year.
Huh.
And he's like really cool and talented.
Yeah, I haven't seen Neems. I've seen Duncan Burnett do it, but I've never seen Neems like get busy. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eye out for that one.
Yeah, I love. That's one of the coolest things about this podcast is I get to have dope ass people like you that are really good artists.
I appreciate it
in that scene, and I get to get that inside look.
I move like a barfly, so it works out because I never show up unless I'm there to drink or support somebody.
Nice, good.
Or if I'm there for my own shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I just move when I feel like moving. So half the time I catch shit, like I'll show up to somebody's show. Oh, they fucking killing it, bro. Fire. Thought you should know.
Nice.
And then keep it moving. Like, I don't,
It's positive as fuck, bro.
Yeah, just
spread some love and not be
positive energy is what moves it around. Like, I'm depressing as fuck in my own brain by myself. Like, there's no need for me to be depressing as fuck to everyone else. You dig? Does that make sense?
No, it does, because I feel you. A lot of people, think of me as a very positive, happy guy.
Yeah, no, you kind of give off that vibe. Like, it's like a real Rick Sanchez like sort of vibe. Like, you're happy. But like,
who's Rick Sanchez?
All right, Rick Sanchez is from Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's just like yeah. I love that show.
Yeah, okay. You remind me of Rick a little bit because it's like, yeah, I'm happy, but like secretly I'm probably depressed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The most depressed people are like the happiest,
bro. It's the sad clown, bro. Like I
I
literally just got done writing a song called "Life's a Circus."
Yeah,
and that was my joke. Like, it's a sad clown.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to put you onto a song that. It's called by Alan Wayne. The project is called The Circus. That's fucking fire.
Bro. I'm gonna have to peep that. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah. Damn, this is dope, man.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have agreed to have you on.
I am glad you agreed to have me on.
Well, yeah. I just mean that in my own head. I'm talking to myself as I said that out loud because, like I said, I'm trying not to have a whole lot of hip hop artists on,
right?
Which is a shame because you guys are so much fun to talk to. I just can't get pigeonholed.
See, I never looked at myself as a hip hop artist because like I rap, like I rap and shit, and people will, and people will. But how I look at it is this way, right? I rap. I will also sing a bunch of people underneath the table if I feel the need to, especially if Danny gets me drunk. it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, that's not even on some cocky shit. That's just saying, like, the level of
Oh,
what
I don't think there's anything
of
cocky
what I
about
want
it.
to create
If you know what
is never been just the idea of, hey, I'm a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I introduce myself as Smitty because I've been Smitty for as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there's layers to this shit. Like, I will sing a motherfucker underneath the table if I need to. Will write dance hits if I feel like it. Like, I like other music outside of just rap. So why would I just
Well, yeah, you mentioned Pumped
rap?
Up Kids. Of course.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I was
Like, bro, like, I
you got an
like
eclectic
Pumped Up
taste.
Kicks is such a crazy song to me because it's like, yo, you're so happy. The song's about a school shooting. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nuts. Like, I wrote Deranged and people love that song, and I was 5 minutes away from killing myself half the time when I was writing that song. And that song was about me being 5 minutes away from killing myself half the time.
It's therapy.
But it became a good song, and that's how I treat music. I treat it as therapy. So, like, if it's my therapy, why would I limit it to just one way of me healing? Like, if me healing involves me rapping, cool. If me healing involves me messing with some EDM shit, bet. Like, I love this. Like, this is the thing that got me. Like, it's so crazy that I started so late for it to be the thing that I love. Like, you know.
Does that hurt a little bit?
A little bit, because it's
It hurts a lot, right? It hurts a lot, doesn't it?
It hurts more than you would think.
No,
It's like, yo,
I know it. I know
wish,
it. Yeah, trust me.
I wish I knew. Like, I wish I
wish
knew
I would have
that
started
was,
sooner.
Don't
you wish you took it serious?
I wish
sooner?
I had took it seriously sooner. I don't wish I had started sooner.
No?
Because of the fact that I learned
10,000 hours, bro.
I learned in 10,000 hours is a very huge fact, and that's why we can sit here and say 5 years. But if you look at it from 10,000 hours from someone who's working a day job and more shit and going to college,
Yeah.
5 years is
Oh, I got a long ways to go.
like
till I
5
get
years
to
is literally this, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's not even close to 10,000 hours.
that. Yeah.
And for me, I learned so much about myself joining the military, going through everything else I did.
You
like,
get a little accelerated programming there.
Not
huh?
even necessarily accelerated programming, but what it did is it gave me more to say. Because, like, you think about it, if you start, like, even when you're listening to your favorite artist now, they don't sound like Joe Budden doesn't sound like Pump It Up Joe Budden
Yeah.
when he's 19.
The fuck you bring up Joe Budden?
Nah, bro, like, not even on some funny shit, but like Jay-Z doesn't sound like 27-year-old Jay-Z when he got
Jay-Z's
signed.
a billionaire.
But what I'm saying is, like, that
Yeah.
growth took place. Like, even Jay-Z going from, I want to almost chop to, I'm going to start rapping closer to Biggie and make that shit work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see the growth.
A lot of people don't remember.
Like, you
he
have-
sucked at first.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Jay-Z wasn't always as nice as he was.
right.
Like, you got to respect the drip, Karen. Like, that shit takes
Yeah.
time. Like, that's why I don't hate when I started. Because when I started, I had went through enough to where I had something to say. Like,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying?
However,
like, that's just how I
however,
felt.
you would be even better had you started.
I think I would be
5 years
I think I
further
would
than
be
that.
better had I started 5 years
even
in
if
the future.
even if it's just like technically, like
Yeah.
like
Technically, I'd be
or like
better.
or stage presence, like
I
stuff like that.
I can 100% agree with that.
That's all I'm saying. I'm
oh
not
yeah,
saying,
no, that.
But
no.
like, if you started 5 or however many, of course there's gonna. It's
Yeah.
It would have been way better.
yeah, no, I agree. Because like stage presence wise, like
That's huge, right?
yeah, and that's why I love people like Brandon Patrick because like he talks shit to the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper. I'm a songwriter. I'm an entertainer. I'm an artist. Part of that is knowing how to do stuff like what Brandon Patrick can do. Interaction with the crowd. And so many artists you'll see that like do live shows won't interact with the crowd or won't sit there and mess with the crowd. Be like, hey, how y'all feeling tonight?
You love performing.
I love performing. That's the part that got me off.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If like writing music was the foreplay and recording it was like, yeah, we're about to get there.
Uh-huh.
Performing was, oh Lord. Oh, we here now.
We got another one.
We got another one. I'm gonna be here for a while, because like once I start performing, I get anxiety before I ever hit the stage. I have never.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, bro. It's so weird. Like I will literally sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm having a panic attack.
Oh,
I'm possibly gonna die today." Like I will freak.
I love it.
I love it, and I get scared, and I will sit there and I'll
It's a
text.
drug.
Dude, I'll text Luke. I text Mom. It's so bad. I have a ritual. I have a whole pre-show ritual.
Of course you do. That's not
Because that's the
strange.
only yeah. My mom told me that when I first like sat there, because I was like, "Hey,
That's
mom."
smart.
I call my mom before every show. That's part of the
Okay.
ritual. I used to sit there and be like, "Hey, mom,
Oh my god.
it's the pre-show ritual."
If you weren't married, you would have so many groupies right now.
Bro.
Oh,
Oh,
isn't
he
that
loves
so
his
sweet?
mom.
Oh, I'm gonna
Hey,
suck
look,
his dick.
bro. Nah,
Oh.
bro. Like, it ain't even that type of party, bro. Like,
I was
like-
saying no if you weren't married.
oh
That's
yeah,
how it would be.
I'm sitting there laughing because like my wife is the one who knows which ones are the. Nah, don't let her get too close.
Yeah.
Or she can do whatever the fuck she want because he's not worried. I'm so fucking oblivious half the time. Like it works. Like I'm really a man child half the time. Like I'm ADHD riddled as hell. I had to lock doors 5 times. It's weird. But at the same time, I write my feelings out, wear my heart on my sleeve half the time, especially when I'm performing. And somehow I'm too oblivious to realize that the outside world actually fucks with me, which is dope when I realize it. So keep fucking with me, please.
Who are some Kansas City artists, if any, that you would love to work with or want to work? You know, like, are there any out there? It's cool if no.
Okay. No. Because there's
Like, would you like to work with Cess Crew? Would you like to work
First
with Mayday?
off,
Would you like to work any
I
from
would,
Strange
I would
or
fuck
other
with, I would fuck with working with Seth Screw.
Sully?
That'd be ill as fuck. I would definitely do a song with Sully because Sully's dope as fuck. And I tell him that every time I called him, "You're dope."
Sully's
If
dope.
I had
as
to
fuck.
pick one that I would work with, it would be Chris.
Who?
It'd be Chris Calico.
Oh,
If I had
I'm
to
not saying pick a
one,
few. I'm
no,
not
that's
saying
what I'm
this
saying.
ain't
If
a
I had
dream
to, if I had to
situation.
pick like my top, like if I was doing like a top 5 list,
Mm-hmm.
like that motherfucker would be at the top
Okay.
because Chris Calico is probably the best artist Strange has ever signed.
Oh shit!
I will say that.
You like?
I will,
love.
bro. When I don't say it in the sense of like best rapper. I don't say it in the sense of like most influential or anything.
Didn't they sign
When
Brother Lynch at one point?
They did sign Brother Lynch at one point, and I'm not saying that any of the artists that they've signed after him has been ass, because that's not the case at all. Not even close. But
I'm just being silly.
oh yeah, nah, bro, you're good.
You can have
bro.
your own opinion.
Hey,
It's
nah,
fine.
only reason I'm doing that is just because anybody decided they want to get on my ass. I had
Yeah.
to do the disclaimer
Sure.
because
Opinions are like assholes.
That's
We all have
especially
one.
in Kansas City. That's a controversial like opinion, I guess.
I
I said it one time in a barbershop, and everybody was kind of.
That you said Chris was.
I said that they were like, "Yo, who's the best artist on Strange?" I was like, "Chris."
and they said Tech.
Everybody said Tech, or they had their own artist, but everybody was like looking at me crazy as fuck that I would say Chris when I'm like,
Nobody else said.
nobody else said Chris, and I was like, "Are you guys losing your shit? Like, have you heard what this man is capable of?"
Well, yeah.
That man's
yeah,
he's too fucking versatile for
I don't.
where he's at, bro. Like,
Yeah, I think a lot of people are over because he almost didn't get re-signed.
and I think that was a lot on him. I think a lot of that was on him
Probably.
because of knowing what that would mean. Like, you had to think about it. You have a dude who can literally rap with the likes of Eminem and sing his ass off like Bruno Mars. Like, my favorite artist is Prince for a reason, bro. Like, those type of creatives are some of the rarest people to me.
Yeah.
So, like, looking at that, and it's like, you guys don't see how he's...
Well, he's
The
more aligned with
be-
your style.
Yeah, and
it's a stylistic
it's
thing.
more aligned to my style,
It's a
but
stylistic
it also,
thing. That makes sense.
It's
That's what
also
it
one
is.
of those. It's also one of those styles that like feeds other styles,
Okay.
and that's what I think I
Yeah.
love about it. Because like if you think about like how versatile and how malleable Prince was, his brain was a
No one's gonna argue
Ocean.
Prince.
no.
with you.
I'm saying even with Chris, like you got to look at it. It's like someone whose brain is like an ocean of creativity, to where it's
Okay.
like I can pick from any genre you could think of, and I could probably make it happen. Those type of styles breed creativity,
Yeah.
which is why I say that he's such a perfect pick, because he can breed a style like Tech, where he's singing hooks on it and he's going nuts whenever he wants to. But he can also breed a style where you can pull a Sully and have Sully do what he does and fit with Chris perfectly.
Okay.
It's like a chameleon type of situation where it's
you
like
a more versatile guy.
Yeah, I love that shit. Like,
almost like I don't want to say like a jack of all trades, but kind of more an analogous of that is like a jack of all trades instead of like just a master of one.
Right. Like that's what I would think. I would imagine it being more like when I picture people who can create on that high of a level, it's like the purest thing you can get. It's like flubber or some shit.
It makes sense that you
it's flubber or some shit where it's like it can bounce over here, it can bounce over there. Like it's nuts to me. So I always find that more attractive in an artist than like this person's just fire at rapping ridiculously fast or ridiculously well.
Right.
Like I love Royce the 5'9" over Eminem. And that's crazy as fuck to say, even though I know more Eminem songs than I know more Royce the 5'9" songs. And I will gladly admit that.
I get it.
It's the versatility in Royce and what he can do. And the subject matter.
I mean, come
on,
man.
And look, that's not saying that M is not a god, because M is a rap god. There's no question about it.
Rap God is one of the greatest rap songs.
That's what I'm saying,
ever.
bro. Like that motherfucker will.
I mean, that's I know.
If you were to ever make a Mount Rushmore and not put Eminem in it, you're wrong.
He's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, like you're wrong if you don't put him on your Mount Rushmore.
100%. He's on. I can't imagine anybody giving you that argument that he wouldn't.
But if I'm going to pick what I'm going to go listen to for my ride home,
you want Royce the 5'9"?
I'll probably put on Royce over M.
Look, just like comedy, music is very subjective.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Like nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong or controversial about saying Royce the 5'9" is better than M. There's nothing wrong.
Royce made Cocaine. That was a beautiful song. I don't know if you've heard that one, but he really wrote a song about his
I was
dad.
born and raised in Michigan, so I do.
I don't know. Okay, I just wasn't sure whether you were like still keeping up with Royce, because he did write a song recently on one of his last albums called Cocaine, and he's talking about his dad stopping doing cocaine because he cared about his kids. And I was like, that's beautiful, bro. Like,
speaking of cocaine, do you know who PP Cocaine is?
No.
Okay, so obviously you know WAP.
Yeah.
Well, that came out, and then in the news came out, if you think that shit's dirty and bad, check out this chick called PP Cocaine.
Oh, what the fuck?
And she's like this 19-year-old lesbian chick with face tats that's just dirty.
Like nastier than
WAP.
Because WAP wasn't nasty to me. WAP was just like,
yeah, and it's just like, but she's like, I'll fuck your girl. I'll eat her pussy. I'll eat her. It's just, I'll make you bend. She's just got all like.
I take that as a challenge.
Yeah, right.
Like, that would have became a challenge to me. Like WAP just had you looking at whoever was sitting next to you that had
WAP was just about.
Like, ooh.
WAP was just about the video.
Yeah, the video was crazy.
It's just about the video.
See, my wife's part was the fact that she said she wanted to touch that dangly thing in the back of her throat, and she just started laughing. Like, that's the funniest shit I've heard all day.
It's pretty funny.
I was like, that's funny, but at the same time,
I don't know who's writing their shit.
It's amazing.
But it's funny.
It's Lil Dicky. It's Lil Dicky and Lil Yachty, apparently. But I love it.
Is that for real?
No, it's not.
I was gonna say that's fucking hilarious.
But I love it. It's like Lil Dicky, Lil
Dicky
Yachty
would not do that.
Lil Dicky, Lil Yachty, and Jay-Z all walked into a room and started writing for like the City Girls and Cardi B, and it would be the most amazing thing ever.
We got back-to-back City Girl references.
Hey, bro, here we go.
Cheat on me, bitch. I'm worth it.
Hey,
ow.
Nah.
Yeah, that's funny shit.
That's wild. I love it.
So Chris Calico, who else would you want to work with in KC? Yeah.
Let's see. So I said Chris. I definitely work with Cez, like Cez Crew off Principle. I still owe the Epitome a song, low key. I would definitely work with Loogie. If you haven't heard of Loogie, he's dope as fuck too. And my boy Dominico.
I gotta get him on the show. I told him
my boy Nico is a fucking savage, and
he's in St. Joe, isn't he?
He's up here, and then he goes down to St. Joe, and then he goes. He's back and forth, bro.
I know. It's been so long since I said he could do the show that I feel embarrassed
bro.
even
Like
reaching back out.
like
to
I
him.
have to like I feel weird when
like
I don't
him.
hit him up. Like it's weird as fuck. Like I have to text him and be like, yo, just making sure you're good, player, because like that's the homie. But he's the homie, and I'm still sitting there like, bro, I've been meaning to get you on this track for the longest. Schedules don't work out. It's fucking crazy.
Okay, let me ask you something about that.
What's up?
With technology, why can't he just record his or you record yours and then send him that part?
I mean, what you got to remember is you can record something forever. Like we could do your podcast outside if we wanted to. Is it going to sound as good? Potentially, if you're not.
No, it's not gonna. Probably not, but it's gonna get. But it's.
That's a lot of the point. Like I would never.
But
I would never put my brother in that position where it's like, yo.
Put him in a studio though.
I would rather put him in a studio than say, hey, bro, just record your vocals.
Oh, that's
over
what I
this
mean.
phone.
Like, couldn't he do whenever he has time?
Yeah.
Do his verse.
I mean, if he had the setup to do
it,
it, hell yeah. If he had a setup to do it and he said he was down, by all means. Like I keep a setup on me when I leave the town for that exact reason.
Yeah.
To where it's like, okay, I can be in Maryland visiting family and someone's like, hey, what's up with this verse? Let me break out my shit.
Yeah.
But that's also because I do.
Sully does all his shit. In his
I do
fucking
all the
living
shit.
room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Sully, like a motherfucker like Sully, yeah, but like I never expect anybody to have that level of
do you know
accessibility to it.
Do you know who Chevin? Do you know Chevin?
Yeah, bro. I fucking know Chevin. Chevin's dope as fuck.
Okay. This whole time I'm thinking I see you working with Chevin.
Dude, I would love to work with Chevin.
Okay.
Like he's also on my list. Like I'm a little fucked up right now, so don't get me wrong. When
there's a lot of people on.
It's just to anybody that's like listening. It's like, yo, he didn't say me. Like, nah. There's a lot of people. Tell you something.
First of all,
there's a lot of people.
First
on
of
my
all,
list,
don't
man.
pay any attention to that shit. If people out there, if you're getting mad that he didn't mention
don't break
you,
the fourth wall.
Fuck you. Calm down. Settle down.
There's so many people.
But let me tell you something. Kansas City has a butthurt rap community. These Kansas City rappers get butthurt so fucking easily. They're so fragile. You got to shrug that shit off. If someone comes at you like, "Why didn't you?" They are,
bro. When I shit you not, like I never noticed that. But I don't know because I operate the same way around.
You're not a Kansas City rapper though.
Yeah, like I think that's what makes it different. Like I operate around everybody the same way. Like until you give me a reason to treat you like shit, why?
Yeah.
Like why would I? Like, okay, so you want to rap too? That's what's up. Like, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like Goldfish, nigga. Well, I thought we were talking about shit that didn't matter to me right now.
I like Goldfish too.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like when you were a young boy and you're like, hey girl, you're cute. Oh, I have a boyfriend. Oh yeah, I got a math test. What? I thought we were talking about shit we could cheat on later. Like like that stupid shit like that still goes in my head, bro.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Oh, bro, that's stolen as hell. Like
I'm
heard
sure
that
it
shit
is,
when I was
but
a
I like
kid.
it.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny as shit. I love that.
I've heard that shit so many times. I'm like, yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah, this whole time I'm thinking you and Chevin would put together.
Bro, like I fuck with Chevin. Like matter of fact, when he shot the video for what was that, Power Lines with him and Tech Nine.
Yeah.
It was me and Mellow Miles up there shooting it.
Oh,
and I got to kick it with Chevin for a little bit. Like we were up at where the fuck? Industry Sounds.
Yeah.
Everybody excuse me for taking a second to think. Gotta focus.
Yeah. I really thought that when you were telling me about how when you perform, you want to bring that emotion and bring that realness and bring the heat, bring that energy.
Like that's what makes the best shows, bro.
Chevin performs like that. He puts his heart into it.
Chevin, Wavelength, Dominico, like Loogie, Epitome, like stuff like that. I was watching when I got here.
Okay.
Because
how'd you find out? I'm gonna try.
I'm just gonna
seek out the local.
I just started shoving myself into the area. That's what I did. I had to embrace it.
Where do you live?
I live up north. I live over by the airport.
Okay.
Like over by Zona and shit. Like I'd be up there kicking it half the time. But what I would do is somebody would tell me about a show or like, hey,
Westport,
and it'd be like
Roxy or
like a national headliner coming through.
Mm.
Like I remember the first show I really paid attention to in Kansas City was an Afro Man show at the Riot Room.
Nice.
Because in Virginia Beach, it's different. What sells out here wouldn't sell out in Virginia Beach. Afro Man probably wouldn't sell out.
Even at a small place like Riot
Even
Room?
at a small place like Riot Room.
Really?
No, it might get close.
Come
but
on.
It wouldn't, bro,
I don't believe
I shit you not, bro.
Dude,
it's so weird.
Because
bro.
I got high. Because I got high.
Bro, I shit you not.
Because I got high.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so
I'm going to
funny.
sell out to any
It's so
small
funny,
club.
but like I've seen Afro Man or something of that equivalent come through Virginia Beach and not sell out, but Tech 9 sell out. Like, so it's weird. It's like where we're from, it's weird. Like, certain shit might not sell out. So we're like, okay, cool. We're going to go to this Afro Man concert.
Okay.
And I got to see Styles. And what the fuck were they calling themselves? The Faculty. Got to see him perform. I also got to see Mellow Miles perform that day. And I got to see my boy Jay Tice perform. And I watched all three of their performances just so I could see how people performed on stage, because to me, I was still new at it.
Mm-hmm.
I was still just learning. Like, I watched how Afro Man performed on stage. Like, I never go to see an artist bigger than myself and not watch how they move or how they get there. Like, I'll watch somebody like J. Cole the same way I watch somebody like whatever local rapper you want to put on a stage, just to see how they move, to see what they do.
It's learning.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, for me, it's learning, because some shit you might do that might work, I might not have ever thought of.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch old Prince fucking performances and be like, yo, this motherfucker was nuts.
Well, that's why his knees
I'm
were
not that flexible, bro.
His knees were destroyed, and he was hopped up on fucking pain pills.
Yeah, bro. Like, rest in peace to
that.
Prince, but goddamn, like, I would sit there and watch that shit and be like, oh, he all over the place. Like, bet. Like,
He was also like 4'11" and like super lightweight.
I'm 6'4". That ain't
yeah, you ain't trying to.
Like, I ain't climbing up nobody's like 6'4", 200 pounds. Like, nah, bro. We not climbing nothing. Like, we'll keep it down here on the ground.
It's a lot of flexibility. You need
a lot of flexibility.
Yeah.
Like, I got hella upper body strength, but that ain't gonna work out.
Do you actively try and work with other artists, or like how does that work for you? Do you just like to create your own shit and hope they'll come to you? Or?
How I look at it is, like, I will, if I see an artist and I vibe with what they're doing, I will gravitate to them and I will hit them up myself. I don't necessarily go out of my way to start searching for other artists that I like, but if I come across it, I have no problem saying, hey, yo, that was fucking dope, blah, blah, blah. But after we get to the, hey, that was dope, da 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 da, I'm not the motherfucker that's gonna chase you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, this is never the scenario for me where it's like, yo.
I just wonder how that is. Like, if there's like, dude, it's not that. Maybe I think that someone would be clout chasing or anything. Would just be like, dude, I just love your style. Like, I think we could make a really cool something together.
And
like, let's do it.
I'm
I'm
all for that. Like, and especially if, you know, what you're saying is dope and you're trying to create something quality, I'm here for all of that. Mm-hmm. Especially if I vibe with it. But the shit that gets me is like yeah, bro, like, yeah, we should totally link up. Okay, bet. Hit me up. Like, hit me up if you come up with something. And then oh, bro, yeah, I remember you said you was going to be a verse. Like, I told you, hit me up whenever you came up with something, because you desired to want to work with me the same way I desired to work with you.
But
I said,
let's
hey,
do it.
We should do this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I treat it like a relationship where I'm not gonna hit the chick up.
I know. It's weird. I know.
It's weird as fuck to me. Like,
it's weird, but then there is this weird thing. Like, yeah, I get the same thing in this side of the thing with like podcast type stuff where I'm like,
yeah.
Do I just need to? It's not really checking your ego, but you think it's an ego thing, but you're like, maybe it's really we're both being super lazy.
Yeah.
And we're not ridiculously motivated.
I can accept super lazy, but the difference is, like, I don't treat it as ego if I'm the last person to hit you up.
Right. No,
like, if I hit you last and you don't respond, because I'm terrible at it my damn self. I got homies that I will literally be like, yo,
I'm bad at times.
Fuck, my bad, bro. I thought I responded to this shit 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But we'll go back to talking like nothing's wrong because they know that's how I am. But at the same time, they know if I'm the last one to text, I won't keep sending them text messages. If I do send another text message, it's a whole different conversation at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about now? Oh, nothing, bro. Like, all this extra bullshit happened. I ain't even worried about the last conversation. Like, that conversation is dead to me. So that's how I treat it, like, even with other artists I might work with. If you hit me up and say, yo, let's work.
Dudes are
like,
usually pretty forgiving and they'll go with the flow like that, but
yeah, I don't know. Like, I actually operated the same way, and I think that's how I ended up getting married by mistake.
You got married by mistake?
Nah, it wasn't by mistake. I just didn't think that was my wife, and it was like, oh, cool. This is gonna be a nice, great relationship. I was going through like a rash of shitty relationships. So another one.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, fuck.
Oh shit! I actually found a real one.
Oh, I really like you. You feed
shit.
me.
This happens.
You're great. Like, you're awesome.
Wait, real ones are real?
Yeah, bro. Baffled the fuck out of me, man.
Real ones are real?
Yeah, they're real.
Any real ones out there? Holla at your boy, NeanderTalkPodcast at gmail.com.
I know y'all real too, so don't act like y'all not. Y'all better hit him up.
Hit me up.
He out here. He got a beard and everything.
I look really good, but not right now.
It's got the salt and pepper look though. Like, I'm just saying, it's mad distinguished out here.
I am mad distinguished.
Credit score on fire, probably.
Actually, good. I do have a fire credit score.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. My guy's credit score immaculate.
I told this chick fairly whatever. It doesn't matter when I did, but it was someone that was interested in me, and I told her what my credit score is, and she was like, "Oh my god, that actually is a turn on." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Bro, when I tell you, like, I had started setting that shit up like back in the day. Like, me and my homeboys sit there and be like, "Hey yo, what'd you say to girls when you see them?" I was like, nah, fuck that. Y'all got to change y'all sayings. Like, hey, yo, ma, what that credit score look like right quick? I'm trying to see something.
Yeah.
What your tax returns look like? How many kids you got, ma? Like, I was like, you got to start asking the hard questions. I was like, you asked her what her credit score look like. He said, why? I said, because women usually want a man to have a job.
Yeah.
You got to have something going for you. Why the fuck she ain't got to have something going for her?
Right. Hell yeah.
What her credit score look like? If her credit score is trash, but she bad, and she got a job and she trying to fix it, cool, you at least know her credit score trash.
If you're bad, you get a lot of leeway.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
if you're bad, you get a lot of leeway.
If you know her credit score trash walking in, like,
yeah,
you got you got something to work for.
Yeah.
All right, we got to fix your credit score or something, man. Because like everything else about you is fire. You got a heart of gold. Credit score, your credit score trash.
Yeah.
Or she could have a fire credit score, but she could be an asshole.
But she has some, yeah.
You just need to know, so like that way you can judge from all angles, like just in case you need a place to stay, bro. Shout out to the homies that, have chicks that have houses so they can have a place to sleep. Y'all real ones.
Yeah, my first question is, do you believe in abortions?
Hey, I do. As long as it is the woman's choice, I will go with whatever. Yeah. That is how that works.
Yeah.
Like,
that's my first question. Like, all right, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
We're good. But hey, plan B or no?
Yeah, right. That's Buffalo Trace speaking. Oh yeah, look at him. Woo, a little spicy. Went down the wrong pipe.
I was mid laugh. That was terrible.
Smitty, I could talk to you a lot, man.
Dude,
I enjoy
we've been
your
here
company.
For a minute.
Yeah, I know.
This is like, I don't know what this is. This is like the second podcast I've been on where it's like we just gonna be sitting here kicking it.
Yeah. What was your local?
I was at Urban Alchemy like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And
what's that?
That's another podcast that also got nominated for the pitch. They're dope though.
They're called Urban Alchemy?
Yeah, they're called the Urban Alchemy Podcast.
They're nominated?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
They were super
for
cool,
the pitch?
Though. I think so.
They were good?
Yeah, they were cool.
Never heard of them.
They were cool.
I'm going to write it down.
We enjoyed it. Hey, I will say this much.
I'm not asking you to.
No. I'm saying you and him would actually have a great conversation.
Look, I'm not trying to have any podcast rivalries.
No.
The tide
that's not a podcast rivalry at all.
I love podcasting.
I'm talking about unity over here, bro. Yeah, I'm looking for unity, bro.
Me too.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Like,
I do have local podcast beef.
I will say this,
but I want beef local podcast love.
No beef.
Urban Alchemy.
Yeah, bro. No beef, bro. All love. Like,
Urban.
I will say this much, man. I don't even like doing interviews and shit. I don't even like talking to people I don't know.
I don't even like doing this podcast,
bro. Yes, you do. Don't lie. Lying ass, bro. But nah, for real. Like, it's weird for me. Like, I'm again never planned on being the
front man.
Hi, I'm the front man. So
right.
I never really was all for talking to people. I'm also awkward as fuck. But luckily we got liquor You know what I'm saying? I got this pack of cigarettes in my hand. I'm about to smoke in a second. We good out here. Like,
we're good.
It's different. But at the same time, like, you and him, probably like first 2-3 people I've talked to where I'm like, yeah, no, we're good.
Nice.
Like, this is chill. Like, I'll sit here and talk all fucking night. It don't matter.
Well, this is why I got nominated back-to-back years for
Yeah,
best
bro.
podcast in Kansas
I will
City.
say this much. You had me open up about shit I don't even like talking about.
You're not the first guest
I'm
to
over here
have said
giving
that.
up life stories and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's more secrets.
Just don't tell your personal.
I got
people.
more albums to write. Like, relax.
Yeah.
Can't be over here telling all the stories yet.
Okay. We'll save
Bro,
it for
fuck
next
it.
time.
Yeah, bro.
I'll get you back in
Oh, it'll
here.
definitely be a fucking next time.
All right. I know you got things to do. I don't want to take up all your
Oh,
time.
man.
I'll give you this time here to kind of pimp what you want. Again,
Yo.
everybody, go to probably the link in both of our bios will probably take you to the Best of KC, or just go
Yeah.
to thepitchkc.com. Vote for the best of
Musician of the Year.
Smitty the Kid, the Musician of the Year. Congratulations,
Dude, thank you. Like I said,
That's a
the
huge
nomination
deal.
was a surprise to me too. Like,
That's a big deal.
like I said, bro, I work like a recluse, so like the nomination was nuts to me.
There's a few big deals, few big category. Best podcaster ain't shit. That is not a big. That's not a big.
I think it will be by next year, bro. Don't
don't-
count that short.
I don't think that's a very big category.
As much as I sit here and listen to podcasts,
You
when
like
I'm doing-
podcasts?
yeah, bro. Like when I'm going through like my usual
Yeah.
day and shit, like hell yeah, listen to other podcasts.
I'm being a realist here.
Hey,
Just listen.
trust me.
I'm trying to compliment you here.
Hey, bro, I appreciate it though.
But the podcast, I don't think that's like that big of a deal. It is a big
Yeah.
deal for me, and I am proud of it. I think it's
You
dope.
should be.
But overall, best musician for the pitch. The pitch is a music
Yeah, bro.
fucking
Like it's nuts to me, bro.
publication.
Yeah.
Music is like their backbone.
and I
to
had
get nominated
never
as
been-
the best musician in the pitch, that's a fucking
And had
big
never
deal.
been featured in the pitch at all.
Yeah.
Baffles me. Love it though. Super happy about it.
I think
super honored.
I think
bro.
it's dope.
Like-
Even if you don't win, it's awesome getting nominated. That's a big deal. As
Right.
many fucking musicians are.
That's
in
what I'm
Kansas
fucking
City.
saying, bro. Like, there's so many. Like, I'm over here naming musicians you never heard of. You're naming musicians I never heard of.
Right.
And for that to be nominated, like, damn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody that voted. Thank you to everybody that will vote. Hopefully, you vote for me. If you're a
Smitty the Kid.
remotely sad individual that kind of wonders what life is like and don't hear it when you listen to music, by all means, listen to mine. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, I tell you my truth and nothing but it, and hope you can relate.
Fuck yeah. You guys, I
Fuck
hope
yeah,
you,
man.
hope you guys enjoy this episode. And if you want to vote for me,
Hell yeah. Vote for this motherfucker.
vote for
right
me,
here,
best
too.
podcast, Nash Like
Hey.
Podcast. You guys already know that.
Like I said, bro, I'm trying my best not to show allegiances. Cause like
look-
two of y'all show me nothing but love, and I love y'all motherfuckers. But man, hey, I will be back here for damn sure.
Hell yeah. I
For
appreciate you.
damn sure, bro.
I appreciate you. This was dope as fuck.
I appreciate you.
Everybody, we're out of here. Bye.